Hi guys, welcome to Vdeshitadka. Today I'm not going to talk about food. What I'm going to talk about is the scope of Indian chartered accountants here in Canada. Since I am also a chartered accountant from India, I just want to share my experience, how it has been till now, and what my plans are or what I can suggest to you before you actually come to Canada or you have recently came to Canada. Before I also came to Canada, I did search a lot on the websites. Okay, what is the scope of Indian chartered accountants in Canada or in accounting? So basically, when we do this research, generally a field which comes is accounting or finance, but many of my chartered accountant friends in India might not be in accounting or finance, just like me. So I was doing core personal taxation while I was in India, and as you guys are aware, that is a country specific practice or a profile which I was doing back in India. So how did I manage, or I'm still struggling, and what my experience is, and if you can also relate to that, that will be great. Okay, so if you are a chartered accountant like me and you are planning to come to Canada or you have recently came to Canada, broadly your journey can be categorized into two legs. One will be before you come to Canada and one is while you are in Canada. So before you actually come to Canada, first of all, start talking to people, start talking to the relevant people, I'll say. Start making contacts on LinkedIn, on social media, with your seniors, with your peers, and even if you happen to be in big fours, like the big four firms that we have, KPMG, EY, Deloitte, PwC, that have global offices. So they have offices in Canada as well. So start talking to them, start talking to your global firms that, okay, I'm planning to relocate or migrate to Canada in this time. So if there is any opportunity or things like that, you should discuss with them. So in a nutshell, you should talk to people while you are in India and when you actually come to Canada. Talking to people really helps a lot. I mean, just draft a standard message or just customize that message and keep sending to people on LinkedIn. It should be a crisp message. It should show your intentions, that why you came to Canada. Do you have a valid work permit or a PR card? Guys, so this is an important step. In Canada, no employer entertains you or no HR even talks to you don't have a valid work permit or a PR card. But assuming since you are coming on a PR visa, you have that already available with you, the next step is you please make a CV or a resume which is applicable or which is in line with the Canadian employment. So that is absolutely available on Google. Your resume should not be more than 2 pages, trust me, and it should have the relevant information. Now, what is the meaning of relevant information? As I started my talk that, okay, I was doing personal taxation while in India. So I cannot mention in my resume that, okay, I was doing Form 16, Form 24Q, ITR 1, 2, 3, all that stuff. This is a country specific thing. Rather, what I should be doing in my resume, that I was making or I was responsible for reviewing or preparation of a withholding tax certificate. Now, what a Form 16 is, it is nothing but a withholding tax certificate. So rather using these technical jargons, I will use a standard terminology that is applicable in any part of the globe. So that is very important. No Canadian employer will look at your CV and, oh, what is Form 16 or what is a Form 24Q. So use these common terminologies like a withholding tax certificate, an income tax return, social security. Don't use provident fund, don't use appellate tribunals, this and that. I mean, be as generic as you can in your CV. So now your resume is ready. What is the next step? The next step, of course, is to share that resume with the relevant people on the relevant platforms. What I did was, when I came to Canada, so first of all, I'm not yet settled. Let me clarify this fact. Why I'm clarifying, don't build false hopes, guys, that, okay, I'm an Indian chartered accountant, I have an experience of 5, 6, 7, 8 years, I'll get a job very quickly or in my relevant profile. No, if you get that, you are lucky, but don't build these hopes, rather work on upgrading yourself when you come to Canada. Okay, so coming back to sharing resumes, what I did was, first of all, now that's a personal preference. You can choose any other platform as well. What I did like the most was LinkedIn, because people on LinkedIn takes things very seriously, because there is no funny thing on LinkedIn happening, and there are all professionals, the HR heads, the different employers, the recruiters, everyone looks up to LinkedIn, including the one who wants a job. So first and foremost, start adding people to your account, the relevant people to your account, like what I did, HRs in Canada or in Toronto. So make this research and add those people into your account, and then once they are added, just as I told earlier, just share a standard message with them, or at least let them know that you are in Canada and you are open for a job opportunity or something of that sort, and just in a one-liner what your experience was back in India, or you need not mention in that message that you were from India or things like that. Just a standard message, and share your resume. If they give you their email IDs, just email them your resume, or just let them know on LinkedIn as well. That's one. Second will be Indeed. I've seen many people in Canada, in fact most of them uses Indeed as their, just like we had Naukri.com in India. So Indeed, in fact Indeed is more of a global platform, but it is widely used in Canada. So use that platform as well. You'll get all the latest jobs that are there on Indeed. So that is very, very helpful. And thirdly, as I mentioned, just keep talking to people. What I mean, just activate your contacts, talk to people, let them know you are in Canada. Don't be shy. Just communicate your intention that you are open for this profile at this time. That really helps. Okay, so another thing which I want to talk about is getting local experience. Now, this is not Canada specific thing I'm going to talk. Rather, if you are an Indian chartered accountant or any professional from India and who is looking to migrate to any other country like Canada, Europe, Australia, or whatever, you need to have some local experience. I've seen myself that employers require some kind of a local experience. Now, some kind doesn't really mean any irrelevant or XYZ experience. I just want to highlight here is like, if I'm doing taxation in India and if I get something in accounting here in Canada or any other country, I should do that work. That work will at least show that I have some local experience. So don't restrict yourself that if you have been doing some respective profile, you will be doing only that job in Canada or in any other country. So be open to accept any employment by any, again I mean relevant, but it should not be like that is your profile only. That could be accounting, that could be finance, that could be even banking as well. I mean something related to accounting, something related to taxation, something related to clients, people and all that stuff. So the local employers just want to see, are you professionally okay for them to accept you as their employee or not. So get that local experience, and once you are in market, finding another job will be relatively easier. And now last but certainly not the least is upgrading yourself. Since you have changed a country, making some changes, making some upgradations to your education, to your current degree or your qualification is also necessary. Now, chartered accountancy in specific is it's a country specific course or an education, right? So thankfully, the Indian Institute of Chartered Accountants have MOUs signed with various countries, and Canada is one of them. So first and the foremost thing is to get yourself registered with CPA Ontario or CPA Canada, and it's a fairly easy process. Just follow the steps that are laid down in the ICAI website and you are able to do that. Now here's one thing. Now you need not follow this conventional path of doing CPA Canada. What I'm trying to say is, if you have interest in finance, do some course in finance. I've seen many CAs who again restrict themselves that, okay, I'm a CA and since there is a MOU, I'm going to do the CPA Canada thing. No, that's not required. If you're interested in banking, do a course in banking. If you're interested in payroll, guys, payroll jobs are really good. If just FYI, if you want to do something in payroll, there are good courses, the payroll associations which are there in Canada. So do this homework before you come to Canada. And so I hope you will find this useful, and it was just my small attempt to share my experience with my professional colleagues in India, or if they are in Canada, and if this information was useful to you, I'll be more than happy. And if you have something similar experiences, please do share with them. And why this has been added to Videshi Tadka, we all have our Desi Tadka, our Indian Chartered Accountancy degree with us. Just add some Videshi Tadka on that and you will make a perfect dish. Thank you guys. Goodbye.